Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are absolutely hot as of right now. We are 2-0 since recording. We got the Padres and the Dodgers rolling off tonight for that NRFI. And if there is another sweep, drop those money bags in the comments, and I hope you guys are all riding all along. I will tip my caps to the men and the ladies that have been here from day one through the thick and thin. You guys are the real MVPs here. Nick Mencken with Pickdawgz. Today is September 13th, 2023, and on this show, all we care about is the first 6 outs of a ball game, plain and simple. A NRFI means no runs first inning, while a YRFI means yes runs first inning. But before I get into my free plays, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're looking for my top plays, my premium picks, head on over to pickdawgz.com and check out our premium picks tab. This is where you will find my MLB lock of the day just for $20. And best of all of our daily packages come with credit guarantee. You can read more about that on our website under any daily package we cappers have to offer. Now let's continue staying hot as we look into today's games here on Wednesday, the 13th. Let's start off with game number 1 that I selected for you today between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Minnesota Twins. Right now for the Tampa Bay Rays, Bradley will be on the mound with a 5-7 record and a 5.44 ERA. He'll be matched up against the Minnesota Twins, Keuchel, with a 1-1 record and a 4.79 ERA. I will say something about Keuchel. He looks almost like his old self with this new ball club in the Minnesota Twins. I think he has something to prove for himself in this league. He's still got it. I'm expecting Keuchel to come out ready and locked in. Same with Brady for this Rays pitching staff. He is in the back end of that rotation, but he still looks sharp early on in ball games, especially if he works ahead of the count. That's why I don't think any runs are coming across in the first 6 outs of this ball game, because this game is also played in Minnesota. It is a pitcher's ballpark. That's why in game number 1 between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Minnesota Twins, we're smacking the NRFI. No runs first inning. So we're on to game number 2 between the Miami Marlins and the Milwaukee Brewers. Right now for the Miami Marlins, Garrett will be on the mound with an 8-6 record and a 3.82 ERA. He'll be matched up against the Milwaukee Brewers Ray with a 5-5 record and a 5.02 ERA. Something about Ray, he's been bounced around from organization to organization. This is his time. He's gotten called up, and it's for him to prove himself. Does he fit not only in this rotation, but in any rotation in any organization across the league? He's trying to pitch for a solidified spot in a starting role in this league. The way the Miami Marlins have been swinging the bats as of late, even though they do play a little worse on the road than they do at home. They're a really good ball club at home in Miami, but they're playing for a wild card spot here in the Miami Marlins. I mean, they got to start winning these ball games. It's crunch time for them. The Milwaukee Brewers are also holding that lead in the NL Central Division. I think it's a big-time game for both ball clubs, but with these pitchers, you could see it definitely with Ray. His ERA is a little on that higher end. He's above that 5 mark. This game is played in Milwaukee. I think both of these offenses are going to come out, and they're going to come out hot in tonight's game. That's why in game number 2, between the Miami Marlins and the Milwaukee Brewers, we're smacking the YRFI. Yes runs first inning. So we're on to our third and final game that I've selected for you today between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the New York Mets. Right now for the Arizona Diamondbacks, Gallen will be on the mound with a 15-7 record and a 3.31 ERA. He'll be matched up against the New York Mets, Lucchesi, with a 2-0 record this season and a 3.54 ERA. You gotta like what you see from Lucchesi for this New York Mets team, as his record does show for how he's been pitching since being called up into the bigs. He's been absolutely phenomenal. He gets ahead of hitters, which has him succeeding in innings. I think Lucchesi will be locked in, especially pitching at home against Zach Gallen. And Zach Gallen's been a Cy Young caliber type of season he has put on for us this season. He's looked really good, one of the best arms in the league. I know Gallen will be locked in with Lucchesi. That's why in game number 3, between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the New York Mets, we're smacking the NRFI. No runs first inning. Let's take a recap of the games that I've selected for you today. Game number 1, between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Minnesota Twins, NRFI. Game number 2, between the Miami Marlins and the Milwaukee Brewers, YRFI. Yes, runs first inning. And our third and final game, between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the New York Mets, we're hitting the NRFI. No runs first inning. Once again, this is Nick Mencken with Pickdawgz. If you have not done so, smack that like button. It helps me out a ton, and it costs you none. And if you're looking for my lock plays, my premium picks, check the description below. The link is there, and let's continue this winning streak.